Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Domen with the top local stories that we're following this hour. Hundreds of people, including Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff, gathered at the Aedis Israel congregation last night to remember the lives of Israeli hostages killed in Gaza. One of the hostages was 23-year-old Hirsch Goldberg Poland, who grew up in Virginia. WTOP's Cheyenne Corinne has more.
We cannot stand by and let this horror continue.
Over the weekend, Israeli forces said 6 hostages were killed in Gaza by Hamas. 40-year-old Carmel Gatt is one of those victims who was remembered last night at a community vigil in Northwest D.C.
And then if the deal being negotiated this summer had taken effect, Carmel would have been in the first group freed. Instead, Hamas murdered her when it seemed like she might be rescued.
Gatt's cousin Liel Slifer, along with others, also used this time to advocate for a ceasefire and the remaining hostages to be brought home.
This is not about politics. This is about right and wrong and good and evil.
Cheyenne Corinne, WTOP News.
Students and families in the Bullis school community are in mourning after hearing about the sudden death of the varsity football head coach. A letter was sent announcing that Coach Ray Butler passed away Monday, surrounded by family. Butler was beloved by many, and the program attracted students who went on to play in Division I and in the NFL. Damani Neal played at Duke University. He's now a coach at Shaw University. He tells NBC4 he's bringing Butler's teachings with him.
Being in the position that I'm in now, kind of giving back and pouring into the lives of young men. I think a lot of things that I try to do for these young men and the way that I pour into them is an immediate reflection of what he did for not just me, but everybody over the years.
There's no word yet what caused Butler's death, but last month he was hospitalized for a brain aneurysm.
Virginia's changing the way its public schools are rated. The head of the State Board of Education saying that the goal is a more accurate and clear accountability system. WTOP's Scott Gelman reports it has school leaders in Fairfax County concerned.
Starting with the 2025-26 school year, Virginia schools will be getting 2 grades, one for whether they meet requirements in state law and another tied to student performance.
This system is extremely heavily weighted towards mastery, towards passing a test.
That's Michael Malloy with Fairfax County Public Schools at a recent meeting. Based on the latest data, over half of the state's public schools would likely be labeled off track under the new system. School board member Melanie Marin.
This is a way to delegitimize public schools so that conservative elected officials can move money for public schools for all to vouchers for parents to choose some other schools that will magically appear as choices in communities.
Spokespeople for Governor Glenn Youngkin didn't respond to messages asking for comment on that criticism. Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
Fall foliage around here could appear a little early and less colorful this year. WTOP's Dick Giuliano reports it's because the trees have been stressed by drought conditions and extreme summer heat.
Fall colors tend to peak in Virginia between October 10th and 31st.
We might have a slightly earlier season that is also slightly duller in color and that lasts a shorter time.
Ellen Powell of the Virginia Department of Forestry says drought in areas including the Shenandoah combined with summer heat have had an impact on some trees.
There will be some trees that just go sort of straight to brown.
But this doesn't mean fall foliage will be a washout.
If we have clear, cool nights in the fall, we can get some really good red color developing.
So leaf peepers should be ready to go a little earlier this year and look around a little more.
We'll still have decent color in Virginia. I always make that point.
Dick Giuliano, WTOP News.
Just ahead in money news here.
What's a Canadian company know about New York hot dogs? You can judge for yourself. I'm Jeff Clable.
We'll find